see. Maddie's on and Lily's on. Hi to both of you. Let's see, we're going to record this. All right. Hi, Lily. Nice to meet you face to face.
Hi, Randy.
There's something about this online business that is almost better than it was before. I kind of like it. At least I can see people now, and we don't have to worry about, lining up with time to get everybody taken care of. Thank you for joining us. I'll give it a few more minutes, not too much longer, but we've got several more that are going to come on and join us tonight.
Patty's on too.
I did see Patty.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, I will tell you that there's a couple of things that I want you to know about what we're doing tonight. First of all, I appreciate you jumping on with us because we have consultants on here, and I've asked them not to share unless we need them to answer a question or if you want to talk to them. But you probably see your consultant on there. And what I really want to do, going back to Mary Kay 38 years ago, I knew that there was selling the product. I knew that there was sharing the opportunity. And what really bothered me is I didn't want to share the opportunity because I didn't know what that meant. I didn't want people to say no. I figured I wouldn't do it right. All of those things were going through my head. But it's such a simple opportunity that Mary Kay has to let us share with you what it is. And whether this is for you or not, I want you to know about some things that have changed since we started doing online opportunities. First of all, I really wasn't somebody who liked to book the classes and try to get everybody in the house. And you know what? We almost don't have to do that anymore. Everything is online. So I don't have to leave home anymore. I have talked to more women who were given the opportunity to stay at home with their other jobs, and they liked it. And now that they have to go back to work, they don't want to. So I think it's a great time to share this opportunity with a lot of people because things have changed so much within our company the past couple of years. So of all the things you've done, and Amy, I know that you told me Lily has been in before because I recognize that name. And has Patty been in before? Yeah. Okay. So ladies, what I would like to know is when you were in before, what was your favorite part and what was your least favorite part?
Patty doesn't have audio.
Okay. So basically, Lily, we're going to work with you because Patty doesn't have audio right now. So Lily, unmute yourself and tell me what was your favorite part of Mary Kay and what was your least favorite part?
Well, my favorite part was meeting all the ladies, especially Amy. It was nice that our paths had crossed. It was a blessing to me for sure. And I'm still friends with Hannah, who I met through Amy's group. And I guess the least favorite part is just putting myself out there and talking to people. That's the hardest part for me.
And you know what? It's the hardest part for all of us. It really is, because we are terrified that they're going to say no, that we're going to make a fool of ourselves. And what I actually found out is there are people out there looking for us now, especially now, because a lot of Mary Kay consultants, have come in, gone out, and they can't get their product anymore. And that's one of the things that I hate about that is that people have just kind of left their customers winging out there. And the company even came up with a new way of taking care of that when the consultants go out, the company actually, when you terminate yourself by not ordering in a whole year, the company comes in and sends a letter to those people and says, here are some people in your area, but go online and find another consultant. And I thought, very smart. very smart. So just one of the things that they've changed. So I know I've got somebody else that's going to come on here shortly, but Lily, I know you know this because you've been part of the company before, but I'm going to go through this very simple sheet that Mary Kay has for us now. So crazy. All we have to do is share these things, nothing else. And I want your opinion of how effective you think that is. So number one is that it's totally fun, flexible, and it fits your life. You can work your life around Mary Kay. We don't work Mary Kay around, you can work things around the way that your life is. And I've always found that. Of course, I've been in for 38 years. I remember when I first started, there was not a snowball's chance in hell I was going to sell anything or talk to people. It just wasn't going to happen. So I was a little bit frightened. This is Patty coming back on. Hopefully we'll get some audio going there. Number two, it helps you be who you want to be. You can become an independent consultant because number one, you get the product for yourself. Number two, you get to help other people who want it also. There's just no way that we're ever going to be the only people who love Mary Kay as much as we do. And so this is one of those things that we know people are out there looking for. Number three, you can sell the products because you believe in them. You've tried them, you like them, you know they're good, you know there's a 100% buyback guarantee. And that's the great part of it, that not you nor your customers are ever going to be stuck with anything like that. And number four, Mary Kay was started by a woman for women to help us empower women. And honestly, I think right now, there are so many things going on in this strange world that we've got. And I think that a lot of us are so thankful. Ever since the pandemic hit, as much as I don't want to admit this, I've made more money over the last 2 years during the pandemic than I made the entire 36 years that I was in Mary Kay before. Because I think this is such an incredible opportunity now, and we don't have to leave home. We don't have to endanger ourselves or anybody around us in the family. I know we had an iPhone jump on there. Could you share who you are?
It's Artie.
Hi, Artie. How are you doing?
Good.
You
How are
need
you?
Girl, you need to come on and show us your kitties. I'm just saying.
No, I just got my hair cut today. It's a bad hair day, so
Bad hair
I'm
day.
good. I'm
Every
glad to
day's a
be able to
bad hair day.
participate.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, Artie. So, and I know, Lily, you're aware of that. Artie is a customer of Robin's, and she loves the product. But I don't think that a lot of people understand how simple it is to become a consultant. And right now, it's even more simple. I don't know. I'm going to ask you, Lily, because I know you came in before. There are two ways that you can start in the company right now. Number one is you can do a $30 start. That's it. For $30, you get 1 year of a website with Mary Kay. You get 1 year of a credit card processing opportunity that is hooked right to your website. So 3 minutes after you sign up for the credit card and the website as a new consultant, people can start buying product with their credit cards right from your website. That's how fast it is. Now that $30 start is called the e-start, is still tax deductible to you. You don't get any products, but you get everything else. Hi, Mimi. So basically, everything that you do in Mary Kay is tax deductible. And some people get in just for the earned discount. I don't know how many of you love the product as much as I do, but if you order once a year, you can stock up and get your product and just order once every 11 months, because most of us use enough that we can do that ourselves. The other thing is you can order once every quarter. And if you order once every quarter, you are always at a 50% discount with no minimum. So that's why they call it the earned discount. And you can do that. The hard part is when your friend says, Lily, I love that eyeshadow. What have you got on? And you go, oh, never mind. And they want it. And you have the opportunity to get it. The even better news is that if it's something that you decide to do, you get your free business coach. As a matter of fact, some of you get 2 free business coaches, your recruiter and me, your director. And we're here for you 24/7, but I will warn you, I don't pick at my consultants. If you call me 25 times a day, I will call you back 25 times to give you the answers you need, but I will never call you and bother you or pressure you. I don't play that game. And I don't think anybody likes that either. So a couple of other things that I want to talk to you about is we don't just have the $30 start. We have the $130 start. And that actually gives you a go kit full of $490 worth of product, samples, training, material that you can use to share with people. Totally up to you how you want to start, but it's still 100% tax deductible because you can't do Mary Kay without it. Now, I will tell you that you get the $100 kit, which has the $490 in it, but you also get the website and the credit card processing attached to the website. So you're immediately up and ready to go, which is insane. I have joined probably 5 other companies because I like their supplements or I like their clothing or whatever. And I don't know about you guys, but if you've ever done that before, I have to pay them $25 a month for a back office website that I don't use. You will never have to do that in Mary Kay, ever. And if you ever have questions about things like that, make sure you ask your recruiter or ask me, because I'm not going to tell you to do something that Mary Kay has if I don't think it's going to be viable for your business. But I want to help you do that how you want to. So we have no quotas, we have no territories, and you're not going to get any pressure from me, promise. You get the 50% discount on the product, which if you love the product as much as I do, that saved me a lot of money. Let me tell you, that saved me a lot of money. Flexible hours are, you're the one who creates your schedule. I will tell you that as senior management in Mary Kay, having driven now my 26th free car, I probably spend maybe 20, 25 hours a week doing my business. And when I was a labor and delivery nurse, oh my gosh, I was working 60, 65 hours a week and not getting paid for it. I was on call and I had to drive back and forth to the hospital. They didn't even pay for the gas, let alone give me another car. You have unlimited earning potential if it's something that you find works for you, like it did for me. I mean, I was so busy trying to convince my recruiter that I was not a salesperson. I had a double degree in nursing, and that's what I was going to do for the rest of my life. And look at me now. I would not change this for anything. I would not have wanted to be one of those frontliners. They could not get me back in there again at a time like this. And I kept thinking, what's going to happen with Mary Kay? Well, it went crazy. I mean, that's not what I anticipated, but most of the people that I work with saw the same thing if they were doing it as a business. The prizes and recognition are great. I don't know about you, but I got from the hospital, from Lutheran Hospital, after 15 years of service, I got a 100% virgin acrylic blanket. And do you know what that is? It's man-made. Man-made. One year I got a turkey. I don't cook. One year I got a light timer that you plug your lights in so the lights go on and off. It shorted out and caught fire and almost burnt my house down. But you know what? I used to think that diamonds and jewelry were just for, those other people. Let me tell you, when you get them free, they're pretty cool. They look really good on me. If they're going to give those to me, I will tell you that I have 12 diamond rings from Mary Kay. And even though I cannot wear them all, My children were little when I started Mary Kay, and I remember telling myself that if I needed to have some extra money to put them through their college courses, I could hawk my jewelry. I never had to. I remember writing the bursar, the check, out of my account for my daughter's first degree and just sitting there and crying because I had thought about that years ago when they were little babies and my husband worked a full-time job. I worked evening shift, he worked days, and I was still worried about paying the bills. How am I going to send my kids to college if this ever happens? Well, not only did I get to send both of my kids to college, but both of them own their own businesses now. And I'm so happy for that. It wasn't what I taught them, it's what they caught because they watched us do that. And it just made it so much nicer. Hi, Michelle. Thank you for joining us. I love that we have, we get to meet positive women. I don't know about you, but I know about as many negative women as I can tolerate. And being a nurse, that was one of the things that I hated most about working at the hospital is that it's all about politics and fighting. And I did not like that. And the women that I have met in Mary Kay, I like working with them. I have a great time with them. They're so positive. And when I first met them, I thought they were all on drugs. I just want you to know that. I mean, they were singing, they were dancing, and I'm like, these people are out of their minds. Now, no, I do not make you dance and sing anymore, but you know what? I know why they're doing it now because it's such a different lifestyle. But I'll tell you, I really did. I thought they were all on drugs and they were just getting paid to try and convince me to get into Mary Kay. Your training is always free. And it starts the minute you sign your agreement. You download an app on your phone and it's immediately walking you through it. As a matter of fact, new gal who just came back in with me this past month, she said, oh my gosh. She said, I was in before and we didn't have this app. She said, everything is so fun. She said, I got my kid, I open it up. There's like these little fun things. There's a sign that says the party starts here. She said, all the products in there so I can play with everything. And she said, this is so much fun. I want to do it this time. And I thought, oh my gosh, Mary Kay's heading the right direction. You know what I mean? And of course, tax breaks. If you own a business in your home, part of your electric, your gas, your water and sewage, everything that you do is now tax deductible. I love that part. Every day that I went to work at the hospital, my last 6 years, I would take an order in or bring an order home. So my gas mileage and my mileage on my car that wasn't even a Mary Kay car yet, I was writing all that off. So it is really nice to have that available. You know, don't let your husband hear this part because when he hears about the tax breaks in Mary Kay, I've had husbands sign their wives up right there because they know that that's a big deal. So, okay, let's see. Here's Jackie. Okay, so far what I've given you, and I want to know if I'm answering your questions. Give me just a second. Let me make sure I've got everybody in here. Almost everybody's in the bag. Oh, Mimi, Dan wants to know if we're going to go play trivia. Okay, so anyways, I've got everybody in the bag here. As long as you're on tonight, we have lots of giveaways behind this camera that you can't even see yet. I hope you like jewelry. That's the fun part. So I'm going to start with each one of you, and I want you to just tell me, what have you learned tonight so far that would trigger your interest in this? Michelle, I'm going to start with you this time. There she is.
I think I got it. I don't know if it came back in or not.
You did?
Anyways, go ahead and repeat that again. I'm sorry. I was trying to focus on trying to get my mute button off.
Okay. What have you heard tonight that kind of makes you think, that might be?
Well, I kind of missed most of it, but I have always had the interest in Mary Kay. I've tried it twice. I've always loved it. The women have always made it amazing. It's always been a bad timing for me every time I've started up, but I don't know. I might be interested in it again. I'm a stay-at-home mom now, and I always want to make extra money. So
Oh, yeah. And I'll tell you right now, being able to do everything virtually, it's so much easier. And I just can't tell you how fast the money started coming in. I mean, my very first YouTube, because I've been in Mary Kay for 36 years and I knew I should do videos, but I wasn't gonna do videos. I finally did one, no hair did, no makeup on. And they went crazy. They were buying everything. I think when they saw me without makeup, they went, my God, if she looks that bad and she can look that good with Mary Kay, I think I need to. It kind of worked. And Robin is my sister. She's a consultant. And this is what, your fifth time around? Fifth time around. And you know what? That's just it. When people come into Mary Kay and go out, almost every time they're still interested in trying it again. And that tells me something about this company. If it was horrible, if there was anything negative, they wouldn't keep an interest.
absolutely.
Oh.
I've been using it since I was 13.
Good girl. Okay, Jackie, I know you just jumped on. And I don't think you're muted. And I know you haven't heard a lot about what I've been talking about. But if you were to ask any question about, let's just say I was the Mary Kay fairy and I just bonked you on the head and said, congratulations, Jackie Napolsky, you are now a Mary Kay consultant. What would your first words be?
Let's go.
Atta girl. Yeah, she sounds like Mimi. Yeah, I'm just waiting for you to tell me where the paperwork is. Some of us are like that. Now, I got to tell you, my mother-in-law came to me and she said, I really think you ought to try Mary Kay. And I said, excuse me, I'm a trained professional. I have 2 degrees. I would never lower myself to sell Mary Kay. I figured it would make her go away. Well, she had owned a beauty salon for 35 years, very successfully here in town. And when her husband retired, she closed the shop and went with him to the lake. And there she was with fish. She was so people oriented. So she started Mary Kay just to have something to do. She did it in Florida in the winter when they were there, and she did it here at the lake when she was here in the summer. And it worked for her. So she came to me 3 months later. She said, I really think you ought to try Mary Kay. And I said to my husband, keep your mother away from me. I swear to God. And she finally badgered me to death. I finally signed up just to make her shut up and leave me alone. Got the kit, tucked it in the utility closet. She shows up about 2 weeks later. She says, how are you doing? I said, great. She said, here's the address of your first skincare class. I'm here to babysit for the kids. I was trying to figure out how to kill her until God, she died. I mean, I had no training. I had no idea what I was going to do to these people. All I know is that I was so ticked at her. If I didn't get out of the house, I'd kill her. So I took my kit, put it in the back of my car, and headed toward this address. And no idea what I'm doing. I had to pull over to the side of the road on the way there because I'd never opened the box. I'm standing at the side of the road, putting tubes in. I had no idea where they went, but I'm putting this whole thing together. And, semis whizzing by. It's interstate. And I get to the house and there's these 4 women and they're all kind of looking at me like you are. And I'm just panicking. The first thing I did was I got out those profiles. If you've ever filled one out, you know what I'm talking about. And I gave them all the profile. They filled it out. And I picked them all up and I put them on the dining room table. And then I proceeded to give everybody Formula 1. And now 38 years ago, we had Formula 1, 2, and 3. 1 was for people with very dry skin. Okay, that's like 4% of the population. When you make that kind of a mistake as a nurse, people die. Okay, they're using it, they're loving it. They're, all I could teach them was what I knew. And I'm like, here's how you put it on, up and out, up and out, up and out. Don't rub and scrub. I knew that because I was a good student and use the product. Take it off with a warm, wet washcloth. I said, step 2 is your mask. We don't even have the mask as part of the skincare anymore. I said, here's your mask, put it on, stay away from your eyes and your lips. We have to fan it for about 10 minutes till it dries. Excuse myself, went in the bathroom and threw up. I was a disaster. I knew that if I made it out of that house, my mother-in-law was never going to be able to make me do that again. I went back out and I finished that class. And those 4 women, 38 years ago, paid me $638. And I can remember driving home thinking, I could throw up every day for $638. I didn't make that kind of money as a nurse. So it gave me a whole different thought process. And then I went and got training. Got a lot easier after that. Just do things the way they teach you. It's so simple. But if you love the product, you're probably either buying it for other people or other people are talking to you about it anyways. And you may be recommending your consultant already. And please don't get me wrong. We will continue to take your money. We just think you spend enough that you'd probably save yourself some cash and make some yourself. And we want people to do that. I want my stay-at-home mommies to be stay-at-home mommies if they want to be. I'm hearing that like I've never heard it before. And I understand it because when I got to quit my job as a nurse and stay at home with my babies again, nobody was happier than me. See, I thought my mother-in-law just wanted to recruit me. What she wanted was a happier son for her wife and a happier mommy for her grandbabies. And she got it. So it kind of depends on what you want. I mean, you don't have to sign in blood to do this if you decide you do. If you want to try it and it doesn't work, I'll help you out too. I mean, I will never force you to stay, but I'll always tell you how to do it the way that you do it. That's so important. And some people just want to be earned discount people, and that's perfectly all right. I mean, you're still getting 50%. So what I want to know, let me check my time here. And I haven't gotten to everybody for the answers yet. Mimi, tell me what have you heard that's most interesting?
I liked when you talked about how you spend about 20 to 25 hours a week on promoting your Mary Kay side of things, because I'm looking at other part-time work, and I think between the two, that would be really nice.
Yeah.
And of course, the 50% discount and writing off home expenses because I'm at home office are attractive as well.
It really is too. I'm so glad. Lily, how about you? What did you hear that is maybe different this time?
App that you mentioned sounds pretty nice to have everything right at your fingertips.
I know they've made it so simple, easy, and fun. It really is. So I'd be glad for you to try that too. Artie, how about you? You've heard. What do you see that's interesting?
I would like to have the 50% off, and I would also like to talk to Robin a little bit more about maybe doing something else, but I'm not sure yet.
Sure. I understand that. And the thing of it is we hand selected you guys tonight, and we appreciate that you're here to help them with training because you're telling them about what people think, what they hear, what they don't hear. Patty, is your audio working yet?
I can hear you.
Yay, I can hear you too. What have you heard tonight that maybe is interesting for you?
I don't know. I mean, it's all really sounds really good to me. It's like,
Good.
If I can schedule it around my time, that's the best part for me.
Perfect. And that's the beauty of this. We really do. Let me tell you, this past month, I've had heart doctor appointments and kidney appointments and had teeth pulled. And I mean, I am a 5-time cancer survivor, and now I have some treatment issues that came along with it. But you know what? I can take care of my customers and spoil them when I get home. We can do almost everything on our phone anymore, so I can do that too. It's just, I don't think I could have another job right now with everything that I have going and still do the kind of business that I do. So, by the way, this was, Amy, do you have yours on? This right here was my prize from the company this year for being on the Court of Sales. And Amy has beautiful pink quartz and rose gold and diamonds. How many of you get that kind of recognition at your other job? It's just crazy. Jackie, I know that you said just let's go, but what I want you all to know is I'm going to ask you this question tonight, and I want you to text this to your consultant. Number A is absolutely, I'm interested and ready to sign. Number 2 is B, and that's book me for some coffee. I've got some questions. Or C, it could be for me, but down the road somewhere. I'm not sure that right now is the perfect time. I will tell you, it wasn't the perfect time for me, but God knew better than I did at that time. So I'm glad he got a hold of me and had me do it. So A, B, or C, I want you to send that to your consultant. Now I'm going to do some drawings. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until about 8:30, give you time to talk to your consultant if you have questions, or let us know it's time to go, A, B, or C. Because for those of you who decide to sign tonight, once your agreement goes in, I will know it. And one of you is going to get your money back because I believe in you. And I think that this is something that I will tell you, my mother-in-law did the same thing for me. And even after I signed up and she paid for everything, I remember driving home with my husband from the lake and I went, what have I done? And he said, what? I think you'd be good at this. And I said, well, what the hell do you know? So, and this is the man who got to retire at 49 years old because his wife could afford to keep him in the manner he was accustomed. So, all right, I'm going to pull some things here. When I pull it, I want to know whether you want jewelry or if you want Mary Kay. Lily, you're number 1. What would you like?
I always would like Mary Kay product.
Okay.
Love it.
I've got,
Yay.
how about one of those hydrogel masks
Yes.
and some of the new samples of lip gloss?
Yes, absolutely.
You got it. Okay. Next. And thank you again for giving me a half an hour of your time. Mimi, you're next. Jewelry or Mary Kay?
Mary Kay.
You got it. Gee, you guys are so hard to deal with. Okay, I have a satin hand set here and a Panorama mascara.
Mascara.
All right. Well, you get both of them.
Oh, okay.
Artie Fell, how are you next?
Mary Kay, please.
You got it. Do you have the Skin Vigorate brush?
No, I do not.
Oh, how about that? Well, you do now, and it comes with a stand, okay?
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. I think you'll love it. I didn't know until I started using it how really great it was. And next is Michelle.
Mary Kay.
Mary Kay. There it is. Let's see. How about a pink mask and hydrogel eye patches?
Sounds good to me.
They are too. They're so cool. Gosh, you guys are so hard to get along with. Oh, she's not on tonight. See, they have to be present to win. We just throw those on. Jackie Napolsky.
Mary Kay.
Mary Kay. Beautiful jewelry and nobody wants it. Hang on just a second. Let's get her something even. One of these and one of these. Jackie, is your skin dry?
It has been lately, Randy. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give you an even complexion mask and one of the hydrogel masks. Okay.
Wow.
Thank you.
That'll put some moisture back. Let's see. She's not here. Whoops. See, I always do this at networking. I just throw them out if they're not here. Who have we got left? We got Patty.
Patty,
What would you like?
can I be different and say jewelry?
You bet you can. Do you want gold or silver?
Gold, please.
Okay. Now, let me see. I have a necklace here, but I also have some. Can you see that? It's kind of an iridescent pink with rose
Oh,
gold.
that's pretty.
You like that? Okay, well, we'll
Yes,
do
that's
that for you,
gorgeous.
Patty. All right, and that comes with some earrings too. You guys mean the world to me. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I can't wait to talk to my consultants. If there's anything you think you would have liked to have known more about, make sure you tell your consultant so that we can get it out for them too. We want to make sure the next time we do this, we can do it again. So A, B, or C, I'll get these gifts out to you later. Have a great night, and I'll be doing a drawing at 8:30. Love you all. Thank you so much. Look at that. Everybody's just here forever.